Hello, I'm Jomika, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. This is the modded series, and last time we left off trying to get into space. Basically just getting above 70 kilometers, and I think we got up to like 55 kilometers or so. So I think we're just gonna go straight for it. Let's take a look in here. Let's see what we had last time. So that was 1600 delta V. Well, why don't we add just 2 more of these, and we'll see if that will do the trick. So that adds, that thrust to weight ratio is still 8, which is pretty good. Why don't we take 2 more? That's 7. Why don't we just go, do we want to go for orbit? Do we have, we have radial decouplers. Do we have fuel tanks? We do not. But I guess what we could do is do 2 of these. Why don't we take those off? Let's take these off for now too. Let's see what this will look like. That'll be like that. We can split these up. So that is 1,000, 3,700. And we only need 3,400 to actually get into orbit. So I think we'll go for that. And we'll add a few of these. $31,000. Let's get some aerodynamics on this. We can save that real quick. Is there a mission? Oh, yeah. That's the issue. Is our mass and part count is way too high. And that is why we cannot get into orbit so early. So we'll just go straight for, not orbit, but getting into space. So 21,000, that's fine. I was gonna take off a few, but a little overkill doesn't hurt. It's just money. We can go ahead and get that back. So yeah, we will just launch this. Let's not go full throttle because this engine is very overpowered. So yeah, we'll just make sure we point straight up. We will get, I think we'll just wait until we get into orbit. Not orbit, but up into actual space before we worry about doing any kind of science. So let's down throttle a little bit, or throttle down, whatever you want to call it. Not really sure. We forgot our fins. Whoops, I wanted to revert to the vehicle assembly building. Let's do that again. Revert flight, assembly building. Basically, we're going to have the same rocket we had before, put the little winglets on, and we can go for launch. Now that should help keep it stable. I don't know if the rocket doesn't have much gimbaling or just one of the mods adds better aerodynamic stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure what the gimbaling is on this one. So we'll do the same thing, just go ahead and go. And we'll just go straight up. The science on top doesn't really help too much. I'm sure that's throwing the aerodynamics off a bit. So we'll just try and get up. Hopefully no issues occur. guess we don't have mech jeb at all. But that's okay. I'll try to keep it straight. And what are we at? What is our apoapsis? Very low. 20,000. We're basically out of the danger zone as far as atmosphere is concerned and flipping over. We should make it, no problem. What do we want? Do we want to go this way? Try and head for the desert, maybe? Okay, I lied. Exit the atmosphere in 48 seconds. So we are going to make it. That thing gets us up to speed real quick. What is that? I guess that means it's about ready to overheat. Yeah, skin temperature was 4 or something. That's pretty cool. Yeah, little warning lights, I guess, here, or just warning. Letting us know that we are in danger of blowing that up from too much heat. So we were almost in space, and then we can go ahead and deploy all of the experiments. And we'll keep all of those. We cannot EVA, so you can't collect any of those. I guess we can just go ahead and head back down. Go ahead and stage that. And we'll make sure we point I guess this way is the correct way. Well, not quite. We want surface. It'll probably be somewhere around here, I guess. Just based on everything, so we can go ahead and hit the atmosphere. And yeah, we're pretty close to where we want to be pointing. This one we forgot to do. Oh well, that's okay. So we'll just keep pointing retrograde. Make sure we don't face nose first, because that will increase our speed instead of slow us down. So yeah, we want to help fight it, but we're going to flip over anyways. We're going to lose the cardboard, it looks like. Actually, it's not heating up as much anymore, so that's good. And yeah, we're stuck in our little nosedive. 10,000 meters. I'd like to have the parachutes deployed by now. Go ahead and deploy them now. And we should be okay to land. Can get rid of SAS. Got the moon in the background. Got the little haze from the atmosphere. And we can speed this up again. Oh, this is the actual core of the cardboard box. Yeah, I mean, oh, the core heated up more than the exterior. Well, that's fine. As soon as we land, we can EVA. Actually, it doesn't matter. I think we've already done all of our water experiments. So we'll just recover. And we should get about 100 science or so. Nothing crazy, but enough to get us going a little bit further. 148 science. I'll take it. 15,000 For parts returned, award for flying horizontally at Mach 1, below 330? I can't see how many zeros that is from here. 400 or more science, first Kerbal in space, significant contract, distance record, and a G-force. 13 Gs for 3 seconds or more. That seems like a lot. I have no sense of Gs. At least the feeling on your body. So let's unlock some science after we see what missions we have. Focused observation survey of Kerbal. Focus. Haul radial chute into flight. Is this a speed one? It is. Another speed one. 10 to 150 meters per second at 2,000 meters? Maybe we could do that one. Hull cockpit and a suborbital trajectory. Isn't that what I just did? Or is that the other cockpit? And the only other one is orbit. So let's check the MK1 cockpit. Because if that's... I think this is the command pod. MK1 command pod. So the cockpit is like the plain one. We can probably skip that. Let's check out these contract complete ones. Just clear those out. And we can work on getting into space or like orbit. I mean, we don't have to do too much. That engine is very powerful. What are these? Supply, pressure tank, chemical plant, capacitor, satellites and batteries. Satellites? No. Solar panels. Yeah, nothing we like absolutely need. The incubator, we could throw that on. As some science. Are these science? Yeah, these are science things. So maybe one of those. Do mech jab. Oh, this is one we're gonna want for sure. Get some more science. Why don't we do that? We'll do those two. Whole bunch of engines, more engines. Fuel system, we could get asparagus staging. Alright. That seems good. We'll just do this one. Just so we have it done. And that way I'm not like spending science before we actually have it. So let's take orbit and we will go for that one. We may have to upgrade these two, 50,000 and 225. Well, let's build the ship first and then we can figure out what we need to upgrade, because we can upgrade one of them. So if we're like really close to a part limit. Oh, this has exactly 30 parts. Actually, it lucked out. How many parts? Or like, what is what? I think the parts limit is for the VAB. Yeah, max parts 30, and then this is the weight. Yeah. So maybe what we do is we start fresh. We don't put much science on our orbiting vessel. We just worry about getting into orbit. So let's get some parachutes. We'll only use one. What are these? Radial chute. Okay. So we could get one of these. Why don't we go for one of these? 345 in space compared to that 315. So that's 400 meters per second. Why does that say 1,600? That seems like a crazy amount. We'll decouple there. Get some more fuel tanks. Let's get the big ones. We want that like that. Let's just check this one out again. 2,000. What did we have before? Was it about 2,000? Let's get more of these. Or this, more fuel for this stage. 600. And 1,000. See, that's saying 4,700. Let's check. Do we have mech jeb? Command and control, we don't have mech jeb. Well, why don't we just go for it? We're getting conflicting things here. Yeah, I'm not sure. Electric charge, blah blah blah. Yeah, none of that helps. Well, let's go for it. We'll use our same pilot. The other one does not have vectoring. Oh, we should get another decoupler. Can that parachute handle all that? Let's get another decoupler. Don't want to be flying around and then successfully complete the mission and have Jebediah die on us. He's got all those ribbons. We want to make sure he keeps those ribbons. So if we can do this, we'll have to keep an eye on the delta V numbers here. So this will go first. This one? Yeah. Then that one. Then that one. Then that one. Okay, I guess we'll go for it. We'll stay about this. This much throttle. This engine is insane. Show actuation toggles. It doesn't matter. Slow down a little bit because you're going very fast already. Yeah, this, you just have to keep throttling down. So yeah, this is going way up. We're at like 2,500 delta V on that one now. Apoapsis is 30,000 and climbing. Should probably tilt it up a little bit more. 42. Yeah, we want to make sure that we can get out of the atmosphere for our smaller engine so he can start to do his work where he does it best, which is in space. Alright, so you're at 90K. And then we'll point you straight sideways. Get you staged and ready to go. And then as soon as you're above 70, we'll just set you loose. And you should be able to make it, no problem. I mean, really, we could even wait, but yeah, it doesn't really say our time to apoapsis, so we're just going to kind of eyeball it. Go a little bit earlier. And that shouldn't really be a problem. I'm assuming you'll make it. I don't know how much it is to actually circularize the orbit after you're in space. I mean, it really depends on how sideways you're going to begin with, so I'm sure it changes. That looks cool. Yeah, we should be fine. Probably even wait a little bit. Because we don't need to push that up anymore. Where's our electric charge? Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, we should be fine. Burn right at the apoapsis here. Just push up the periapsis so we get into orbit. And there we go. We are in orbit. And we can't do an EVA, but we could do a crew report. I guess not. I guess it's no different than just getting into space. So we will do one orbit. We're going to have to just wait. Electric charge is going down, but we'll be fine with doing just one orbit. Yeah, the last thing we want is to run out of electric charge and the engine to not start. So now we can burn retrograde, bring down our apoapsis and periapsis and all that, and we'll go ahead and land. And we'll just stay pointing in the retrograde direction. So there we go. We can go ahead and just ditch this. And we'll stay pointing in this direction. Deploy. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I like how it disappears when you get closer to the light. Alright, we'll make sure we're pointing in the right direction still. Are we above? No, we're above the highlands. And that's just the upper atmosphere. So it'd be nice to land on the desert, but I don't think I timed it quite right. Yeah, we're gonna land in the ocean before the Space Center, I think. Can go ahead and turn that off. Oops. Don't try to do that well. That is going up. Skin temperature. It's very high. So we probably need a heat shield for modded. Maybe not. Okay, it's going down again, so that's good. Yeah, for, I guess, just doing a regular re-entry, we're okay, but definitely coming back from the moon or anything like that, we should probably get one. We'll keep that since we are over the desert. And actually, we're landing in the desert, so that's nice. Get a little bit more science from this. We can go ahead and clear some of these. Orbit Kerbal, orbit, entered orbit. Stage destroyed. Terminal velocity is 146. Okay, it's just letting us know that the stages we let off earlier have exploded. I think if we put some parachutes on them, they will recover. Let's go ahead and EVA. We'll run that report. We'll board. We can do a crew report from here. Let's EVA. Take the data. Board, and then can you do it? Yes, you can. There we go. Recover vessel. So now we have officially orbited Kerbal and got a little bit more science. Got some desert science. So 17 science from that. And 2,000 funds. We advanced to level 1 for Jebediah. And he got a few more ribbons. First Kerbal in orbit. Exceptional contract ribbon. Can we go into here and see? There has to be somewhere. Yeah, here we go. You've been on 5 missions. You have all these ribbons. It's available for next mission. So yeah, once we get all these guys in here and get all their ribbons, we can see. There's 510 ribbons in total. Okay. Well, I guess that's just where we would pick which ones we want. Let's check mission control real quick. Let's see what's in here. We can explore the moon. That's just a flyby. We could probably do that pretty easily at this point. But I think we'll save that for next episode or the one after. Next episode we'll probably do like a rover and go from biome to biome around here and just collect a whole bunch of science, just because that makes things much easier. But that is going to do it for today's episode. So if you like today's episode, be sure to hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed and don't want to miss any future episodes, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you are alerted that there is a new episode. If you'd like to join the Discord and just talk to me or let me know kind of what you want to see in future episodes or series, you can join my Discord. Link is in the description. And in case I didn't say it already, the mod list is in the description as well. And feel free to leave any comments below in the comments section. So thank you for joining me. I will see you guys next time.